y'all. Good evening. Good evening, you guys. Good evening. Welcome to Straight Conversations. What it has been a long week. It is hump day, middle of the weekday, y'all. It is Wednesday, so I know how that could be. So I hope you guys are getting y'all relaxed on, whether it's having your cup of what your preference will be. Sorry, smoking on your cigarette, whatever that may be, or whatever you choose to do to help you woosah, relax, take a deep breath, debrief. You know, we are in the middle of the week. We are almost there. We are almost through. You know, just keep praying, still saying thanks to God, and trust me, you'll get through. Some days are better than others, but it's okay. You know, just still make sure you give God thanks and everything will be all right, y'all. So, yes, it is Wednesday night, of course, and it is Straight Conversations. And where we are at, we are going to pick up on part 2 of this week's topic, which will be why do people stay in unhealthy relationships, whether it's toxic, domestic violence, mental, verbal, physical. We want to hear you guys' feedback. This is a really, really deep topic. I've shared a little bit with you guys about my little life story if you guys was on Monday. But tonight, I want to get some more interaction from my viewers, you know, to see what's going on with you guys and why you guys think people or maybe your loved ones, your friends, your family, someone you might know, associate with, or, you know, just come encounter with, why do they stay in unhealthy relationships, and what advice would you give them if they was to ask you for help or assistance? What would that be? So that was what we were talking about tonight, you guys. We're picking up on part 2 because it gets really deep, and these are real life situations. These are real life stories. These are real life, you know, words of encouragement. What we're trying to do is equip and empower you guys and motivate you guys to still stay in the fight and let all you guys know you are beautiful. You guys are worthy queens and kings out here. You can put your mind to anything. You can conquer anything. You can do anything. You are great. You are awesome. And trust me, you are loved. So, and that's where we are at. And that's what we're about to get down to. So, it is 9:04. The conversations is about to get going. And I am about to check in with my co-host, Nicole Shantae, to see where she's at. See what's going on with my sissy boo. And what's happening. And if she's going to join. And if not, we still rocking. Because I know y'all got me. So, let's see what's up. All right. So, guess what? She ain't on her right now. And that's okay. Because y'all got me and I got y'all. And I'm going to still talk to y'all. So, let's go ahead and crack it open. Let's go ahead and have this conversation, y'all. Why? Sorry about that. People trying to send messages and don't need them. They ain't even say nothing. Spam and all that other stuff. But anyway, why, you guys, why? Do you think, let me know, for the viewers that's watching, why do you think people stay in unhealthy relationships? Me, I was speaking a little bit about it on Monday, and I was like, you know what? Because I feel like it's a lot of very different reasons. I say to each his own per situation. You know what I mean? But at the same time, is that the now norm that people are living? Is that the new life that people are secretly having unspoken words about, and they're saying they are content, or I'm cool, or I'm okay with what's going on, or where I'm at in their placement, knowing that on the low, it could be way much better. The blessings could be coming way much more, you know, if they was to speak out or ask for help, as far as the issue may be. You know what I'm saying? Domestic violence is really real. It is not easy. It is very important for people to be looking out and being aware of their family members, their loved ones, their kids, their nieces, their nephews, because it can happen to anyone and anybody. And it's not excluding men, because men get beat up too, just as women do. And I'm a very big advocate on that. I am a advocate on equal rights of men and women. It's not one way or the other. It's 50-50. Both, everybody can get it, pretty much. So, yeah, I mean, it's sad. It's really sad. I know a lot of women that I associate with that are in domestic violence. But the crazy part is, you guys check this out, is that they are in, some of them, they're not in denial about it. They would choose to refer it in a different manner. So take for instance, like, you can have a friend, right? And they be like, oh girl, I am so tired of dealing with this nigga. I'm tired of his BS, you know what I mean? Or whatever forth there may be, right? And at the same time, this man is putting you through hell, writing stuff all over your car, spray painting on your car, carving keys and writing certain words all over your car, almost trying to run you off the freeway, busting your windows out, just really ruthless and trifling, right? But you still choose to stay in this situation, right? And you know it. And you see it, and you speak about it, and you recognize it. But the question is, why? Why are you still in this relationship? Why is it? What is it that makes you keep coming back, right? Is the question. I don't know. I can't speak for this person that I know of. But at the same time, this person said, well, I got a problem. So I asked myself, realistically, is it her that have the problem? Or is it him that has the problem? Or is it both of them that have the problem? And these are the things that, people wonder about and ask themselves in these domestic violence situations. One blames one feels not worthy of, one feels less than, one feels not important, one feels... There's always a lack of need of something, okay? Abandonment, there's always a missing link, okay? Not saying the person crazy. Some people might be crazy, y'all. Some people might be crazy, but not everybody is crazy. Some people really have deep trauma and trigger issues to where they haven't sought help or reached out for help. Or some people is just like, I don't give a hoot. And I feel bad for those people that just really just don't give a hoot, that feels they can just do what they want to do and say what they want to say just because they can. I don't feel like that's the proper way to live life or go about life. At the same time, you guys, let me know. Let me know what's going on up in here. What you think? Who is this? Who's on here with me tonight? Dre. Hey, girl. How you doing? Let me know what you think. What you think? What you think? What you think? What you think? Why people stay in unhealthy relationships? What do you think it may be? Do you know of someone? Or, what's your input or your feedback? Let me see. Let me just, talk to you. And if you don't want to interact, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. But at the same time, you guys, the encouraging words, like I was saying on Monday, I would really, really want myself, my previous self, or a friend of mine, or a sister or relative, or whoever the fourth may be, like I still do give encouraging words to the ones that I do know, is you have to make it up in your mind that you are really wanting help. You have to say to yourself, enough is enough, and I'm just through and I'm done. You know what I mean? Because love, with the infatuation, there's certain things people, that word love, people have all kind of construed and definitions of what that word really means. So to some people it may mean sex, to some people it may mean emotions, some people may use it as materialistic. There's people use that word very broadly, but you need to do your research on that word love to get a real understanding and meaning of what that is. But at the same time, how can I say this? You can't use that as like the excuse. You can't use that as the main source. Your kids, that should be the number one reason why you should be leaving. If you are in a domestic violence relationship, is because you want to show your kids better, is because you want to provide a better life, is because you want to show them that the I am in you, the person that God created you to be, the awesome person that God created, which is you, is worth more than what anybody else in this world thinks or have to say about you. You have to know who you are. You have to know your worth. You have to say and really pour into yourself and say, I love me. I love who I am, how I am, just as I am. But at the same time, I want to be a better version than what I am. Do you guys follow me? And that comes in domestic violence as well, because that's deep. I lost myself, y'all. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I thought I was in love. I thought, I was young. I thought he was going to change. At the same time, I realized so many years, y'all, went by, and it was the same shit. Just a different day, a different way. And I was just like, why? I was asking myself that question, right, y'all? Why am I doing this? Why am I, still putting myself through it? Then I start having mental issues on myself, playing mental games on myself. Y'all, I was psyching myself out. I don't know if some of y'all do that, but that's real. You will literally psych yourself out. You will make your own self believe something that is really not happening. And that was one of the things that I was doing to suppress and bypass the time in my emotions on what was really actually going on. I would facade, I would fake it, think nothing. Oh, yeah, it's good. And then when really, you guys, deep down inside, I was a wreck. Okay? A broken ball in so many thousand. It was like dust. Like that. Seriously. Inside, that's how I was feeling. I tried to commit suicide so many times. It didn't even work. Listen, it didn't even work, y'all. And that's how I know that God got a bigger plan. Because He will do things for reasons. Everybody has purposes on this earth. You have to figure out what that is and what the purpose is that God is guiding you to do and to be and where to go. Okay? This is your journey. This is your life journey. And you have to really sit down and look at yourself and say, I can do this. I can do this, y'all. I can and I will. The can'ts is not in my vocabulary, and I pray for Jesus it's not in yours, because can't ain't gonna get you nowhere. You can say can't nobody. Yeah, who do you like Jesus? Right, that part. But at the end of the day, I can't do this, I won't do it. Those are all words that are not going to pour into your spirit to empower you, to encourage you, to feed that field, to have you keep going. Like I say, y'all, That perseverance. When it get hard, no matter how long it take, when you got goals and you got things you want to accomplish, you have things you want to see, you have dreams you want to manifest. It's not just about speaking it. You got to walk it and you talk it. Like me. Do you think I am upset tonight that my co-host, my best friend, my business partner is not on here tonight with me on Straight Conversations? No. Why? Because we're going to still have straight conversations. It's going to continue to still go on because I am dedicated, you guys. I am passionate about really having straight up conversations, deep real life conversations about real life issues from a young perspective, a young adult, whether it's me or my co-host, or older perspective. We will be having guest speakers on here as well, from the older age, and from younger generations we will have guest speakers. I have a lot of people, you guys, I would like to be sharing with you guys in the near future on many different topics and just getting open and broad perspectives. We have no judgment here, and that's one of the things I really love about Straight Conversations. Real chat. It's straight open to everyone and everybody. No filter, no holds barred, just straight up. Because we're here to encourage and help straighten you guys' crowns, right? Right. So, I would say tonight, I requested on Monday that 30 people, whether you were on the live watching or not, reach out to someone or including yourself and take your arms and wrap them around you and hug yourself. Woo! Like a snake, okay? So tight, you guys. And tell yourself, I love you. I love you. The person that you are hugging. The person you are hugging is yourself. And you need to understand and keep hugging yourself until you feel it is enough. It is enough. It is enough for you because you're doing it for you. Not nobody else. Even when you at your lowest points, y'all. Especially in these unhealthy relationships, okay? Even when you're at your lowest point. I don't care if you're in the corner crying. Find that mustard seed. Just like faith. It's there. And say to yourself, I bet you, no lie, this is real facts, y'all, and this is straight right here. When times get rough and you getting your ass beat, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And you in that moment, the first thing, I bet you not, the first thing either is, oh Lord, or Lord help. Those are words of affirmation to God that you were trying to send him a message. It's in a prayer. It's like a prayer, y'all. Okay? Right there and then. Don't stop there. Keep going. Because when you think ain't nothing gonna happen, if you keep talking to him, watch me. I bet you not on my life. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It will happen. Because you're asking God to guide you. You're not asking yourself for permission to guide you. You're not asking nobody else next to you, in front of you, back of you, or whoever around you to guide you. At that moment, you're asking God to guide you. Why? Because you need help. And you should stay needing his help every minute, every second, every hour of the day of the rest of your life, honey. Because without him, you're nothing. Ain't nothing moves without our creator. Okay? I'm not perfect. Y'all see me up on here, yes. I smoke my medication. I have my drinks every now and then. But this is me. I'm sure you guys are real me. I'm not hiding nothing. Show ain't candy coating nothing. This is straight. I am a Christian woman. Don't doubt that for 1 second. And I know who my God is. And I praise him and thank him every moment and every chance that I get, honey. Yes, I do. Because I know I could be dead. firsthand on God, I'm a witness. I could be dead today and maybe 5 years ago. But clearly, my purpose here on earth, and he keeps showing me over and over and over and over again, is much more greater than what I can even fathom right now in my thinking. And I'm still trying to, keep going. And he even know the outcome is bigger than what I can even fathom to think. And what I'm imagining is greatness from him. I don't expect the least. And neither should you. Because my God is awesome. Your God is awesome. He is strong. And he is mighty. And he is powerful, honey. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And when you at your lowest moment, your darkest moment, and you really, really think you by yourself, you are not. You are not alone. You are not alone. You just have to open your mouth and talk to him. Whether you are a guy, you at that moment, and you want to just pull her wig back. You want to just snatch her back. You just want to just brat, right? Knowing you can't. Because you know how your mama raised y'all. And if your mama didn't raise you, y'all refer to your grandmama. You know what your grandmama said, right? Y'all, it's not right to put your hands on women. And women, it sure ain't right to aggravate nor taunt nor degrade or belittle a man or king or your future person you choose to live the rest of your life with. That's not going to help the situation, y'all. Why? Where they do that at? And if y'all doing that, tell me where y'all at. Because I want to come and try to really give y'all some motivation, some deeper in-person motivation. Because sometimes you need positive people around you. And maybe that's what it might take. Some friends. A girl squad. Squad. Maybe a book, a journal, maybe some writing, some candles, a couple of pillows. Girls like that. I know I do. Just a little bit of TLC, pouring back into yourself, loving yourself. Men too, whether that's going on a ride on your motorcycle or a late night drive. Listen, I ain't degrading nobody. Some of y'all like to even go to a strip club. Is that healthy? No. Could you do other stuff? Yes. But you know what? Listen, we ain't judging here. Whether that's your motivation or your moment of how you choose to move. Hey, but do it in a good, positive way. In a loving, spiritual way. Not spiritual, sorry. But in a pleasing way to motivate yourself. Okay, is what I'm saying. You need to know that when you come from a structured family, it's hard. You need to know when you come from a disstructured family, some people call it dysfunctional, it's still hard. At the end of the day, you guys, at the end of the day, you guys belong to God. You're God's children. Let him be the judge, y'all. Let him be the judge. If he say it's your time, it's your time. And if it ain't your time, I pray you try not to take your time like I tried. Because clearly he showed me it was not my time. Right? God's word is powerful and God's word is everlasting. You have to read it. You have to get to know it. You guys, you have to study it. I study it. I still study it. I do open my Bible every day, whether if it's a physical Bible. And keep in mind, you guys, like I said, I'm not perfect, but my word stays with me. I have a Bible, a King James Bible app on my phone. Like literally, my phone stays with me all the time. I go to it for my notes that I get from church that my pastor has spoke on and gave me references, scriptures to refer back to for motivation and encouragement. You guys, I have my physical actual Bible in my car in my back window. You know, so I have another Bible in my trunk. So like I said, I'm not a holy roller or a perfect, you know, thy or whatever. But what I do try to do is keep God first and practice, and not doing it in a sinful way, and being mindful that my today will be better than my yesterday, and my tomorrow will be better than my today. Straight up. Every day. Every single day. Whether you guys think about it or not. Because sometimes it's the small things, you guys. It's the small things that pass people by every single day that they really don't think of. And then when you hear people having certain conversations, they're having these big, loud conversations, but really the conversations be about what? Nothing. No purpose. Just the gift of jab. Just jab. And that happens in unhealthy relationships too. People jab. They just talk. They talk because they like to hear themselves. They talk because they like to beat people down. They talk because they're using it as a defense mechanism. Or they talk because they're hurt. But see, words, y'all, let me tell you about words in an unhealthy relationship, y'all. Let me tell you. Words, when people say words in an unhealthy relationship, y'all, it ain't even got to be about domestic violence. Like, just straight out. It could just be a regular relationship. It's still unhealthy when it comes to the words. Certain words you just should not use, okay? I personally feel. Whether you mad, angry, there's just certain words you shouldn't use on each other, period. I just really feel it's like you just drew the line. You know what I mean? It's like below the belt. Some people don't care. Some people don't care because I feel like they don't have boundaries. You know, they haven't set the tone. They haven't set the guidelines of how to practice to cherish each other for the long haul. You know, they just, this is me. This is how I am. This is how I be. But that don't mean you can't be better than how you be. You know, you always want someone to make you better than that. Because sometimes that ain't it. And I'm learning. I'm still learning. And I'm open to learning. Because before I was so hard-headed. And you can't tell me nothing. But now I'm getting older and I'm getting wiser. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. I see y'all. I hear y'all. Right? So besides a mouthpiece in an unhealthy relationship and words you should not say to each other that will not only hurt each other, but some words, if you use it in a certain way, in a certain phrase, and in a certain tone, it will leave an imprint. It will leave a mark on that person. Like a, you know, it's like a stamp. A person can say to you, I forgive you. And most likely either they really do or they don't, or they're just saying that. No judgment here. Me preferably, if I say I forgive you, I really forgive you. That means I'm good. I forgive you. No love lost. You know what I mean? And moving forward, you're moving forward. You know what I'm saying? But no, y'all. No. No, 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 no. You guys, it's you forgive them, but you won't forget. You get what I'm saying? Like, you really forgive that person, but you will never forget what they said. It's like I said, it's the stamp. It's that permanent stain. It's like that red wine on that fresh, pretty white carpet, right? You try to get it out. You try to blot it. You try to put the little soda, whatever y'all do over it, and it still ain't coming out. That's how that is. You ain't gonna never forget that carpet, I bet you. Just like you ain't gonna never forget them words. It's still unhealthy. It's still not good. It is not. It is not okay to use foul language to the person you love. It is not okay to express yourself in a very aggressive tone to portray you trying to get a message across to the person you say you love. It's not okay. It is not okay to feel like your last resort is to physically put hands on a female or a male because of whatever reason. It's just not okay. Now look, check this out. If you get attacked, assaulted, like a crime, yeah, stick up for yourself. Yeah. I mean, don't just be no punk. I ain't saying be no punk. You know what I'm saying? You want to try to either hurry up and dismiss with the person, we try to get them up out of there, or you want to try to protect yourself the best way. I'm not saying y'all run and be some simp. No, try to protect yourself is what that's what I'm encouraging. Protect yourself is what I'm saying. Protect yourself. By all costs, all means necessary, protect yourself. Okay, you guys? Now, in an unhealthy relationship, whether it's altercation, I'm not telling y'all to fight back. Listen, because sometimes when the roles are flipped and the man is the victim and the woman is the aggressor, it is not best always for the man to react, because it can turn around and it can flip. And saying that it sucks that the stereotype that's portrayed in the world is that men are dominant aggressors. Men are the dominant aggressors when it comes to domestic violence. And I honestly, and I could be wrong. I could really be wrong. But my personal opinion is I don't support that fact. I really don't. I really, really believe that domestic violence is on a equally platform, 50-50, when it comes to that. I really do not believe man is more the dominant aggressor in domestic violence than women. I really don't. Because, you guys, just because it is presented more as far as like in court cases or on TVs, or you know what I mean, or issues like that, as far as men and women, that does not mean that what is not being seen and not what is being told, that does not mean that's not what's actually happening. Okay, everything that is done in the dark will come to light in full. Here you go. It will happen that way, you guys. It will literally happen that way. So don't think you about to get by on something, because it's gonna come to you. It might not come to you today. It might not come to you tonight. It might not come to you in a month or a year. It could come to you in 5 years, and you're gonna turn around and be like, oh yeah. Some people call it karma, y'all. Karma. Some people call it karma. Watch what you do. Watch what you say. Watch how you treat people. You want to treat people how you want to be treated. Now, if you want to just be treated any old type of way, you know what I'm saying? You want people talking to you any old type of way. And you know what I'm saying? Dissing you and, you know what I'm saying? Then that's you. That's what you choose to do. Okay? Me? No. I need y'all to talk to me like you would love for me to talk to you. And what that is calm and respectful. Period. Now, you can say what you need to say, and I will hear you. And I ain't always got to agree with you. But if you're talking to me calmly and it's respectful, hey, I have no problem with it. Not one bit. You guys, look, check this out. This topic of unhealthy relationships, you guys, is very it's very vague. It's very on a broad scale, okay? Because unhealthy relationships is something that even people think that their daily life routine, whether a family or a single mom or a single dad, is okay in their contentment or cool, but not seeing what their actual actions are because there's no one to check them about it, sometimes can be unhealthy as well. Whether it is a parent on their kid or kids acting out on their parents, those are still, you guys, unhealthy relationships. Relationships have to be about who you are connected to, the bondage, the people that you are surrounded with and that you intertwine with and have, you know, a connection with. Those people is who you're establishing a relationship with, right? You don't want it to be negative. Why? Let me see. What's the benefits? Can y'all give me 5 benefits of why? I'll wait. And if you gave me 5, no judgment, but I bet you some of them are stupid. Just saying. And if you didn't give me 5, that's great. Yes, that's great news, y'all. I'm happy. That's what we want, right? I mean, for me, yeah. Seriously. Honestly. Because listen, some people can't come out of it. They just can't. They just can't. They try, and they can't. And I'm still praying for those people that are still in it, like real life. Like, my heart literally goes out to you guys because it's not easy, y'all. Like I said on Monday, write a note. Do the small stuff, y'all. I don't care if you a man. Shoot, take the top off y'all cologne bottle. I don't know. Put some extra, you know what? I ain't gonna say extra cologne because that smells nasty, y'all. But, like, you know, just do some weird stuff, y'all. What I'm saying is be extra weird, but in an undercover way. If you were really that deep. If you're really that deep. If you're really, really that deep. There's always a way. There's always a way. There's always a way, you guys. Believe me. Believe me. You guys cannot see it. You might not see it. And it's okay. But if you really want it, if you really, really want it, it's going to show. And then you got to be willing to just go. No matter how small, how big. You got to stay committed to yourself. And keep loving yourself and saying, I want better and I want more. Man or female or no gender. The fact that you just want more. You want more. You want better for yourself. As a person. As a human being. We have feelings, y'all. We think, some of us is crazy. Not all of us. But some, But y'all, come on now. It's like life is short. People is dropping off this earth like flies. Good, healthy people, you guys, are literally dying for unspeakable reasons. I ain't gonna even blame it on COVID. I'm just gonna say unspeakable reasons. Okay, you guys? And they haven't even, some loved ones and some family members haven't even really got the chance to close or grieve and say goodbyes or whatever they may be, to come to terms or peace with themselves. You know what I mean? Because of this craziness. Y'all, look. Like I said, unhealthy relationships. Mending relationships that are unhealthy. Whether it's your mother and son, mother and daughter, father and daughter, father and son, grandpa, whoever there may be, husband and wife, husband, wife. Like I said, we don't do no judgment here, okay? An unhealthy relationship is always something that can be corrected and worked on. Everything can. Everything can. You just have to be willing, and you have to stay committed, and you have to put in the effort and the time, you guys, with a lot of prayer. A lot of prayer. Okay, because you sure gonna need it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Woo! I'll be the first one to tell you. A lot of prayer. Because trust me, there's going to be moments you're going to be wanting to go truly left. And I ain't talking about the left people like, oh, she went left, she went crazy. No, it's left to where you tapping into yourself, into some emotions you thought you ain't going to see or heard or think about or speak about in a minute, and they just came out. Trust me, everybody has them. Whether you suppress them, don't talk about them, or maybe you have overcame them, you went through it, you haven't went through it yet, trust me, they're there. Everybody goes, these are real life emotions, y'all. These are real life things. Just people don't speak about them. People like to be closed up in the closet and being a hermit and just going on through life, looking at other people do stupid stuff, except for really out there trying to be themselves and pour into people and really talk to the world and say, you know what? Somebody hear me. Somebody's watching. Somebody's listening. This is going to help someone. Somewhere. Somehow. Trust me. It took me a minute, y'all. And yeah, my situation was different. Yeah, I had enough, got fed up when I walked in, like I told y'all on Monday, when I walked in and caught him with the other female, right? That's when I snapped, right? But to be truthfully exposing myself and being vulnerable with you guys, I was already building up in the inside to having enough was enough. I was already mentally preparing myself and gearing up to leave. I was already like not reaching out to people, but doing personal research on places to go and not saying anything to nobody. Like writing on the walls, dates and stuff of how many times I got beat up in the day, the date, or like writing tick marks, or looking for shelters when I was out saying I was doing something else, because I would lie to him, y'all. Yes, to get away, to do certain things, or just to have some breathing time, because it was very overwhelming, y'all. When you are in an unhealthy relationship, sometimes it's very toxic. It's very stressful, very overwhelming, because you're worried about what next, what now what. Like, keep God in y'all's life. Establish a relationship with God first, and work on you, and learn you, and study and know you. I'm telling y'all this because I'm still doing it. I wouldn't be telling y'all something if I wasn't doing it myself, if I wasn't going through the journey myself. I'm using myself as a walking, living example and testimony, and showing you guys I'm still in my processing. I'm still in my season. I'm still overcoming all these negative obstacles, yo, that's been thrown my way when I wanted to give up way long time ago, y'all. If y'all really knew, I was like, I'm done. I tried to tap out on God so many times. It's not even funny, y'all. Like, straight up. But at the end of the day, that's why I'm not afraid to be myself now, because I know ain't nobody out there perfect. Ain't no preacher, ain't no pastor, no deacon, no first lady, no usher, no praise team worshiper, no choir member, no congregational member, no Jehovah's Witness member, whatever denomination you choose to be. It ain't not one person perfect, but we strive to be, and that's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. That is the goal, y'all. But don't be fake. Don't try to alterate yourselves and still trying to accomplish that mission and become somebody else that you watching. Because trust me, people get influenced. They do. They get influenced, and they get empowered, and they get encouraged, which is one of the things I'm trying to do. But I'm not saying be me. I'm not saying be whoever. I'm still saying be you. Be still true to you, but be a better you in an unperfect world, but keeping God first. Y'all, these relationships is no joke. It's young people fall in love, say they in love, really don't know. You hear them, they discovering and they learning, but you can see the toxicness, the unhealthiness, as they try to establish themselves and learning each other. We have to be, you guys. We have to be as black kings and as black queens out here. We have to be strong enough, you guys, to use ourselves as an example, whether it's a good time or a bad time, to correct those behaviors when we see them. Because if we not, what are we doing? What are we doing? Are you just living your life for you? Or are you really trying to live your life for you and for the betters of others? Me personally, I'm living my life for me, but I'm also living my life for God and the betters of others, because I ain't just trying to see me win. I ain't selfish like that. That's what I'm not. I'm trying to see me win, and if you around me, you win, and my best friend win, and my man win, and my kids win. I want all of us winning. If you want to win, hit me up. Holla at me, y'all. Real chop. No judgment. I'm not sitting back looking at you crazy. I want to sit back and listen to you and try to relate to you and try to help you. Seriously. Real child. It's not easy. Some people don't have friends. I don't do this, and I don't come on straight conversations, and I didn't start straight conversations, you guys, to be like, oh, aha, you know, I'm trying to be a blogger or a podcaster or any of that. No. I started straight conversations because I was realizing that I am an average mom with 4 kids and a husband and multiple jobs, you guys. And I was like, who can relate to my everyday life? Who can I help encourage? Who can I help motivate? Who can I help empower and show them the better? The better of being a mentor. The better of being an influencer. The better of being a network marketer and showing you guys how to invest in yourself and start enhancing and straightening your crown and building a better life. You know what I'm saying? With money that's going to last you longevity, not just temporarily. You guys, these are the things that I'm here to help with. Fitness, financial, spiritual. I'm here to impact women and men and encourage you guys. I don't care. Hit me up. Straighten your crown. Become a bossaholic. My husband's one. There's men. We don't discriminate. Straight up. We don't. We really don't. The struggle is real. You guys, it really is. We try to strive to, you know, be better, important to ourselves to be better. And with that, that's an everyday mindset and a lifestyle. It ain't easy because the things that you became accustomed to is already in routine. The things that you want to strive to become better as or better at is not in that routine. You have to filter that in and it will start changing. And that's when the uncomfortability happens. But when the uncomfortability happens, you have to keep going through it. You have to stay and pressing on towards the mark and say, you know what? At the end of the light, at the end of the tunnel, my blessing is better than my right now. My right now ain't nothing compared to what's going to get, what's coming towards me. Like, straight out. Straight out. You guys, why 2 people, or why do people stay in unhealthy relationships? We still don't know. And I still can't speak for the world. I can only speak and share my testimony, my life stories with you, and hope that maybe it can encourage you and help you. Or maybe you can still continue to listen to me and it'll be a motivation or a guide. Tonight I'm on here by myself and I'm totally blessed and thankful that you guys are here still with me, supporting me. To my co-host, Nicole Shante, I love you, sister. I hope you are okay. I hope you are okay. And I'm sorry that you missed Straight Conversations tonight, but it's all good, though, in the hood. Right? Yeah. So, you guys, you know what? I'll keep you guys posted on next week's topics. Thank y'all for checking in with me tonight on Straight Conversations. And we are wrapping it up. If y'all have any topics, hit me up and let me know. And we'll go ahead and have it straight up, straight down. See y'all next week. God bless.